Welcome to the Any Key Video Show, the place and platform for indie creatives. I'm your host, Kenny Any Key Moore. This is a date night music episode. My guests have a new single out, but before we start the show, would you do two things for me? First, go like and subscribe to the Minds of Creativity Facebook page and YouTube channel so you can check out the rest of the content and get alerts when new shows are available. Second, subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on social media at Coach_ANYKENY on X, TikTok, and Instagram. So you can check out other episodes of the show and keep up with the rest of the stuff that I'm doing. All right, my guests are ready. I'm ready. So let's start the show. Before my guests come on and talk about their new single, let's watch a clip of it. Here's Jessica Jolia and Yaahn Hunter Jr.'s Mink Coat remix on the Any Key Video Show.
Got the black tux on, make gas stepping. Hooked on it, you my only fetish. Your top tier and it's no question. Throw it at me and I'm gon' catch it. And ooh, the way that body moves is so electric. It's magic every time I'm touching you. Mink coat, black dress, so that's how you feel. You ice cold and you giving chills. Now slip it all off like a banana peel. So cool with it, so good, so smooth with it, so smooth. They wanna bottle it up, got just something through with it, and everything's.
All right, first up to join me is Jessica Jolia. We got to go ladies first. She's a singer-songwriter in the Sacramento, California area. She's a chart-topping artist that has toured the country and shared the stage with a who's who of artists, including Dr. Dre, T.I., Earth, Wind, and Fire, Eric Benet, and more. Let's bring her on now. Jessica, what's up?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Glad to be here.
I'm sure you are. When you got to hit records, you're glad to be everywhere.
Yes.
All right. And next up is Yaahn Hunter Jr. He's a musician and producer in the Atlanta area. His music has taken social media by storm with his chill sound. He's the producer of the Mink Coat remix. So let's bring him on to talk about it.
What's
Yaahn,
going on? What's going on?
not much, man. Welcome to the show. Appreciate you coming on. How you doing?
Doing great, man. Honored to be on. Appreciate you, brother.
Oh, likewise, for sure. So let's start. We'll start with you because this is your first time on the show, and I ask this question to everybody the first time they come on. And the question is this: tell me your earliest memory or the moment you fell in love with music.
Uh Probably watching my god brother play drums in church.
Okay.
And I think they were probably most likely playing maybe like the Lord is high above the heavens, and he was just killing it on drums. And I was like, that's gonna be me.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna be on drums. And I was like about like 3 or 4 years old. And then right parallel to that was seeing my dad record in his studio on his board. And something about when he started playing, and then when the loop started, he wasn't playing anymore, but what he played kept playing. I was like, now this is wizardry. I want to do that.
I
So
get
those
it.
are like two distinct moments for me that like music was going to be the thing.
So you got it honest. You got it from your dad.
Yeah, musical family for sure.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So you created this chill sound with your music, right? No, it's
Yeah.
totally like it's just a chill, cool vibe with your sonic. So give me the backstory on how you came up with your style of producing.
Listening to the phenomenal people that came before me. So Erica Badu, Jill Scott, listening to Dre Harris, Vidal, phenomenal
Yeah,
musicians and
that's
producers
for sure.
at a very young age. And then my a couple of dope musicians that came through my dad's church, like Laren and um, man, just so many people. and they all had that sound, and they put me on that Philly kind of sound at an extremely young age, and so I was trying to emulate that at a young age, and now just embracing that as like that's to my core, that R&B and neo soul sound.
For sure. You can hear it.
Yeah.
So Jessica told me her side of the story on how you guys connected to start working together. Let me hear from your perspective.
Yeah, I hope we'll see how much lines up. So, on my part, particularly. But I remember linking up with her, that I can recall immediately was now how we started following each other. That's like somewhere between Earth, Wind and Fire, Can't High Love cover that I did, and Distro Kid. Like I got introduced to her from that from Instagram. But in particular, I remember this like 2 minutes ago. She was singing over like a whole bunch of producers' beats. I'm like, I'm about to put my bid in. Like, yo, like she over here
Oh, I
killing it.
feel you.
And so I sent her what is now Ooh La La as like one of the first joints. And
Wow,
so
okay, interesting.
yeah, we kind of just hit it off literally from there, and it was just super fun. But in particular, I specifically remember sending her that beat, and probably was like maybe one other one, but that one like stood out for sure.
Okay, okay, gotcha. All right, we're gonna get to Jessica and talk to her about this smash single right on the other side of this quick break. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right, we're back with Jessica Jolia and Yaahn Hunter Jr. So, Jessica, give me the backstory on and the inspiration on how Mink Coat came to be.
Yaahn and I had recorded a few songs. We were already working towards completing the EP that's been released and is now known as The Life. Um, and it was just bothering me for some reason. The number of songs that we had on the project was 5. Which
Wasn't
is
enough, huh?
plenty, right? It's plenty for an EP. But, I was like, I want to be, kind of pushing the boundary between an EP and an album. I don't want to put so much on there that it becomes an album, because there's so much more that we have to release in the future. And this was intended to be an introduction and my first project ever. But still, I kept looking at 5 songs. 5 songs. We need one more song. So I went back to my folder of music that Yaahn had sent me when we first started, and there's a few in there. And I'm going through them, and I'm like, okay, let me go back to the songs that we have finished, and what do they feel like, and tempo wise, and lyrically, what's the content. And then I picked the music, which later was written to and became Mink Coat. But my inspiration for it was my grandmother. The life itself is a reflection of my life, my experiences, my hopes, my projections, and all in an effort to, just release music that's inspiring, that's encouraging, that will make you smile when you don't feel like it. because I've certainly had days where I've had to smile
Everyone
and
has.
feel like it.
100%.
And so when I was sitting down with that music specifically, you know, I'm listening to it. I'm like, okay, it's got a nice little groove to it. You know, what are we going to talk about? And my grandmother, she passed away unexpectedly when I was a teenager, but she was my biggest supporter in terms of music. She always encouraged me to pursue music in every avenue. I first started playing, you know, various instruments, and then I sang in church. And when I got older in high school, I sang in different choirs and competed in different talent shows. And so she always knew that that was a part of me. And she also grew up in a gospel group with her siblings. And so in that environment, you know, she kind of just took what she had to give to me and said, this is what I know, this is what I did, take it and fly, you know, and she really pushed me. So I think part of the reason for my delay in releasing a project is it was just kind of wanting to make sure that whatever I did could honor her in some way. And at the time, there was no specific song that I could say, oh, okay, well, this makes me think of my grandmother, or this is because of something my grandmother instilled in me. And there were times when I tried to write, you know, a song that would be just kind of in her memory, and those songs kept getting sad, and I didn't want to be sad. So this one, I was like, I want this to still be about her in some way and inspired by her in some way, but something that when I listen to, I'll smile. When other people listen to, they'll smile.
Sure.
If she was still here, she would smile.
Sure.
I'm listening to it and I'm like, this is okay. It's a funky 70s type of a groove. Let me think about the pictures of my grandmother from that time and her personality that I remember, and then things that her siblings that are still living have told me about her when she was younger, and things that my dad told me about her when she was younger. And so, you know, I have a black dress of hers that she gave me when she was still living that she wore in the 70s. I begged her for that dress. I was like 12 years old. And she was like, why do you want this dress? By the time you're old enough to wear this dress, no one is going to wear this. It's not going to be in style, right? I said, I'm going to save it though, Grandma. It's for, you know, at some point in my life, there will be a purpose for it. Just if you please let me have it. I'll take care of it.
Fashion is timeless. Everything comes with cycles.
Right? Yeah, I'll take care of it. And so, you know, lots of begging, because again, I'm just like, I don't know why this girl wants this dress, but okay. So she ended up giving it to me. So I saved it and I kept it literally in the bag that she gave it to me from the cleaners all the way from 2002. Wow. Actually, she gave it to me before 2002. Wow. I put it in my own storage in 2002. That's when she passed, but she gave it to me in the 90s at some point. Wow. My parents kept up with it for me.
That thing,
yeah. And then I took it over when she passed away, and I just kept holding on to it. And so the first, you know, line of the song is black dress, mink coat. So the black dress, thinking about my grandmother's dress, and then she had a mink coat that my father kept that was hers. And so the cover of the remix, which you just played the video from, thank you so much, I'm wearing her mink coat. So
that's crazy. Yeah.
That was my way of, you know, being thankful and paying a tribute to my grandmother and not making it something to be, you know, really sad and down about and longing for her, because I miss her every day. But I think about all the good things and all the good memories and all the positive things that she instilled in me. So that is a fun song about, you know, coming and having a little razzle dazzle and knowing because you have razzle dazzle, you attract a lot of people from different places, different walks of life who have different energy. But knowing I got to protect my energy because everybody's energy doesn't match mine. And then she was very much that person. So yeah, it was a process for sure, but in the end, it was such a great experience working with Yaahn and working with Phil Lassiter, who played trumpet, and then
them horns is great.
He did such a phenomenal job. And then the remix with Kevin Ross, he came and he just kind of just added his little buttery little touch. I like to say it. Like he's just so smooth with everything. Like So it came together in the best way. And like I said, I know my grandmother's not here, but I know if she could hear it, the
Oh
two
no,
thumbs up
she
for sure.
you honored her memory
Oh
in
yeah,
a big way, for sure.
big
So Yaahn,
time.
tell me from your perspective, putting the Sonic together, what was your creative process like?
The funny thing is that track was originally in the Kevin Ross folder, and he passed on it. Like I think he forgot it was there, and so I was like, hey. So I got something, fam. I was saying to Jessica, I was like, "Hey, fam, I got something. Like, I think we have something for to get people dancing." And I was like,
For
"So
sure.
this is on the hush hush. So like, no one knows about this,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
me and you. It was in someone else's folder, and so, so my process was like, Kev was already talking about doing like up tempo songs, and I was in that space because I was doing a lot of house stuff around that
Mhm,
season. So my process was like, I want to do house music, but I don't want to do like the more electro kind of house stuff.
mhm,
Like I still want to
mhm.
be chill,
Yeah.
but have like this house feel. And so
Mhm,
that one came natural. As soon as I hear a kick drum 4 on the floor, just around that BPM, it just opens up the world of endless possibilities and kind of taking time to sit down and agree with the chord progression and let the
mhm.
progression move me and minister to me first. And I'm like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, you know. And
I
once
get
it's like once I believe it, then it translates to the next person. They hear it and they're like, yo, I believe that this is crazy. So and then as far as like with Jessica and I think it was like a good pick because we were already using songs that had like really slick bass lines
mhm.
and like with like a even though it's a key a MIDI bass instrument, but it still gives you that feel of
Oh
like a
yeah.
real bass
Yeah.
player. And
Yeah.
so I was like, this is like a good pick. And it sort of reminds me of like legendary tunes that got passed up by legendary artists. Like I think it
Everybody has a
was
story like that too.
yeah, oh, trust me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, my man Skills, he passed up on a Jay Dilla record, and I'm like, wow, Dilla himself sent you that, and you hit pass, and he was like, yeah, it's just one of those things. So, yeah, so ironically, with the remix, I was like, I know just who to call because I knew he was gonna kill it even from jump.
You did.
So once he heard it, and I sent it to him, he was like, "Hey man, send me an acapella with the instrumental." I was like, "I was quick." So, he was like, "Yes, just give me an open verse," and he sent it back like the same day.
Mhm,
So it spoke to him the exact same way, the same feeling that Jessica got and that I got. He felt it too, and so his verse and his ad libs and everything, it was just like really smooth. So but yeah, that's pretty much my process though, just trying to have a chill but up tempo vibe, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's mission accomplished because and then you hear the Earth, Wind, and Fire influence with the horns,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So, and I get it because I have that same influence. I love horns. I played in the marching band in high school, so that influences the stuff that I do. And to your point, Jessica, when you're doing something to honor somebody, it gives you a different kind of inspiration and a different kind of drive. Like I got a
Yeah.
piece that I've been working on for like 4 years to honor my late wife.
Mm.
But it's an up tempo. It's a groove,
Hmm.
um, and it's on my reel. So if anybody watch, you can hear some clips of it because we got the backgrounds done and just got to get the leads done. And I'm shooting my shot, Jessica. If you would like to do the leads,
Send it to me.
oh, say
Yeah,
less. It's
send
on
it
the
to
way.
me.
It's on the way. As soon as we get off.
Yeah.
As soon as we get off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, man. But at the end of the day, when you have somebody that's been so supportive and has been in your corner like that, you want to do it the right way,
Hmm.
you know?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
that's what you guys did. So kudos to you both for that. So, okay.
Thank you.
All right. Now I got to put my media hat back on. So, the EP is out now. So are there any plans for a tour or a second EP?
That's crazy. That's
I'll let
crazy.
you, I'll let you go first.
Uh, Definitely for sure, another project, hands down. I mean, I feel like Jessica and I are just scratching the surface of collaborations. Like, there's so much headroom for the both of us to really stretch out and introduce new things, new elements, so definitely that. A tour, I never even thought about that. Never thought about that. That's an idea though. I'm putting that in my back pocket for
Yeah,
sure. That would
because
be crazy.
you can you and with you guys' creativity, like you can cook up beats on stage, you could perform, you could take a segment for cooking up beats, like you could have a whole lot of fun with it and people will really dig it. I really definitely think people will get behind it because you guys both have a following. Uh, and yeah.
Mm.
Now, just make sure I get a cut, since this is,
Since this was your original idea, I see
so,
what you did there.
so a seed, Doc.
Yeah,
So a seed.
yeah, we clocked it.
All right, so we're gonna turn the corner and get ready to end this. I get you guys out of here. I appreciate it. You guys jumping on with me. So tell the audience how they can connect with you on social media. Tell them what you have coming up. We talked about a little bit backstage, Yaahn, but tell people what you got coming up. Jessica, tell the people what you have coming up and then how they can connect and follow you on social media.
For sure. I think for me, next thing for me is immediately is NAM. I'll be performing at the Akai booth, which is crazy. And they're gonna allow me to do a 30-minute set, just cooking up beats live and creating the atmosphere for people. And then before and after, I'll be one of the tech people on the stage helping artists, if they have any issues with the NPC or any questions about it. I'll be helping them out and get to collaborate with some of the legends like Jermaine Dupri is going to be there, Zaytoven is
Right?
going to be there. So if they ever run into anything, I'll be one of the tech guys, which is insane. That's
Yeah,
crazy
for
to
sure. That's
say
on my
that out
list.
loud.
Yes.
Like, yeah. So to perform in front of them and in front of the legends. So that's coming up immediately. My single is coming out Moment with a good friend of mine. Her name is Ashaya. And it's a really chill vibe. And I'm looking forward to that. So how everybody can find me is the @, the letter Y, last name Hunter Music at Y Hunter Music. You'll find me everywhere. On streaming platforms, you can use that as well. My artist name is Yaahn Hunter Jr., my real name. I came up in a different era. We had usernames and then we had our actual name. So everybody's username is their artist name now these days. So I
That's
missed that
true.
one. But but Yaahn Hunter Jr. on all streaming platforms. You can type in Y Hunter Music as well there. And yeah, hope to connect. Hope to see you.
All right, go ahead, Jessica.
For me, I'm doing a lot of interviews and just promoting of the EP. I know we live in an age where there's so much music and so much consumption that people are often releasing singles and projects, and you blink your eyes and the next thing is out.
Mhm.
But I'm pacing myself, with this
As
one,
you should.
and so have, like I said, doing interviews and promoting to different radio stations with Sirius XM, and like I said earlier, I'm in my MBA program, and I do post about that. So keep up because the student life is a grind. Also,
Hey,
check in with me on
uh,
that. And then yeah, Yaahn and I will continue to release music. We do have plans to release another EP in the future. I won't say how soon because I don't want people harassing either one of us. Enjoy. Enjoy tonight,
You know,
right
I know that's
now.
right.
you know.
And then I do have a single coming out in February with a friend of mine, Nick Tran. He's a really dope R&B artist from Sacramento.
Okay.
And don't know that he's decided on the date, but let's just say February. It's
Okay.
called Exist, so be on the lookout for that. And then yeah,
Hey.
if you want to follow me, I do have at Jessica Jolia on all of my socials. It's different from Yaahn. So
Okay.
any platform you use, if you just at Jessica Jolia, you'll find me.
Okay. And actually, I do got one more question for you, Yaahn. Is there are we going to get any more gospel music from you?
That's a good question. I mean, I feel like all of this is gospel to me.
It
It's
is,
like
because that's
it's
the roots of
moving.
it. Yeah.
You know, yeah, it's coming from here, and but yeah, most definitely. Actually, there's a gospel song out now that I did with an artist named is Sajay. Dropped December the 27th, and it's
Okay.
called Another Year House Mix. Ironically, so we did a house remix of that song. It's got the original song is over 1 million streams, which is crazy.
Nice.
So now we did the remix together as a joint collab release. So I guess the answer is that it's yeah, it's here now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
still collaborate with gospel artists and stuff. And you know, for my stuff, you know, if an artist is led to go that way, especially when they hear the music, then by all means, you know, I'm open.
Yeah.
But for sure.
But it's crazy because actually my last episode of season 2 is with Alex Sales, and she
Hmm.
did a house remix of her song "Move," and it was a
Mm.
praise and worship song that she turned into house. When
Mm.
I tell you, it's crazy. It's crazy. So,
Yeah,
but the expression, it's all about the lyrical content at the end of the day, because that's what's
exactly.
going to move you, right?
Yeah,
So, but all right, man.
100%.
Listen, I appreciate y'all coming on. All the best with the music and with NAM and with everything you got coming. Jessica, check your email.
I will.
It's already in
Deposit
there.
on the way.
I sure will.
Absolutely. And again, thank you guys for being on the Any Key Video Show.
Thanks for
Hey,
having us.
thank you. Yes, most definitely.
All right. All the best.
Peace.
All right. That was Yaahn Hunter Jr. and Jessica Jolia. And that's going to be it for this episode of the Any Key Video Show. I want to thank them again for joining me. If you have any questions, comments, or like your brands and services to be advertised and promoted on the show, or if you want your video to be featured on the show, send an email to KANMusicPUB@gmail.com. Subscribe to the Minds of Creativity YouTube channel, which is a part of the All Sports, All Plays network, so you can check out the rest of the content and so you can get alerts when new episodes are available. You can become a patron on my Patreon page. Just go to patreon.com/ANYKENY to get exclusive access to new content and free show merchandise. Or you can order your merchandise at the online store, which is KANMcollective.threadless.com. Again, that's KANMcollective.threadless.com. Shout out to all my patrons and people who have ordered merchandise. Really appreciate your support. Subscribe right now to my YouTube channel and follow me on social media at Coach_ANYKENY on X, TikTok, and Instagram. And on my Facebook music page, Any Key Music, which is spelled capital A, capital ANY, capital KE, lowercase b, lowercase n, and capital Y. So until next time, be positive on purpose.